take 3, but check it. So look, so I'm up studying again. Okay, I'm about to start this day. Okay, this is me putting another drop in for rhythm within polarity. These past few, I had to swap out the rhythm for the other side of polarity. I had to swap it out for the more L mode operation, so I can get them type of dividends in the more immediate aspect. Now we're going to navigate back to balancing out the pendulum swing back to this aspect of rhythm towards polarity. And so on that flow, before we head, I know I keep saying we're going to head up to the throat. I keep on finding more and more to go with the soul. And it's a lot, like they connect. So I got a couple passages that connect. I got one passage that's telling you how this is the God body. I'm trying to tell you how this is the God body. And in regards to that being the God body, it's going to show you who the true shepherd of the soul is, or it's going to come in reference to who the true shepherd of the soul is. I'm going to stay boxed in the frame as best as I can. My bad for moving around a lot. This is for real, my energy. I like to pace around a lot. Like sit down in the car, I can ground a lot because I'm sitting, I'm chilling. It's a chair, but like when I'm pacing around a lot. It's neither here nor there. But from then on there, after that was said, then Matthew, that's the homie for real, man. His chapter is alive. It's in the Elmo book. But Matthew asked the master where the real soul sit, and the master tell him it's 2 minds. The master tell him, and the master we talking about is perfect Savior Jesus. He tell him it's 2 minds, and the master sits there. It's a solar fire. We gonna find. I'm gonna show you that. But then one in the end, I got them written down because I be missing too many pages, too many notes, too many references, too many quotes. There's too many clippable that I can, you know what I mean? But in the last one, this is a special one. Because I'm gonna link this one because I always talk about attachment and detachment. That is like one of the major messages on this channel was like attachment and detachment. Speaking of which, hopefully y'all checked out that post that I showed y'all in that regards to, it's a book that I got. And I don't think everybody in this community is ready for that book. So I'm gonna decode the spookism in it and bring lessons up in it from what I know. And I'm gonna bring it as clear as day to where it's no miscommunication or heresy that can be interpreted from what I'm bringing to you. But I don't think people are ready for that. But that picture is the perfect example of Jesus being detached on a tree, and either it could be portrayed as Adam or just the devil himself down in the lower chain with attachment in the souls around him. Now, the reason for that is the reason it's going to say it in this book too in regards to detachment. It says it here in this book, and that's the last little piece, this last little one that's like for the cherry on the top. Man, let's go in. Hold on. So hold on 1 second before I even lose everything. So I got the pages written down. I had them bookmarked. I got the pages written down. Hold on. Before I even lose everything. Yo. So, check this out. It says, through the immortal human, there first appeared a set of expressions. It says divinity and kingdom. The Father called the human Father by himself. Through this human, there came divinity. Well, I just read that. No. Through this human, there came divinity and kingdom. For that reason, the human being was called God of gods and King of kings. The first human is faith, pistis, for those who will come later. All right, now. Keep that in mind. The first human, faith, pistis, those who come later. First human, he developed divinities, powers, and principalities. 1 second. Now let's get to, because it's about to get interesting right here. Now it says here, the soul has a true shepherd. The soul returned the body to those who had given it to her. The soul returned the body to those who had given it to her. They were ashamed, and those who deal in bodies sat down and wept because they could not do their business with that body. They had gone to great pains to shape the soul, to shape the body for the soul. Now, this last paragraph is important. Now they were ashamed of what they had done, for they lost what they had worked hard to accomplish. They did not realize that the soul was an invisible spiritual body, but they thought, we are her shepherd and we feed her. They did not realize that she knows another way hidden from them. This is what her true shepherd taught her in knowledge. And knowledge from what tree? Or gnosis. This is what her true shepherd taught her in knowledge. Now, this is going to add those two pieces together. I know I keep jumping around. Like I said, check this out. So from here, like I said, with Matthew going to be asking. So Matthew said, Master, tell us, where is the soul established and where does the true mind dwell? The Master said, the fire of the spirit came into existence between the two, and so there came to be spirit and the true mind within them. Again, the fire of the spirit, solar plexus, came into existence between the two, the brain and the stomach. And so there came to be spirit, the breath, and the true mind within them, consciousness. If someone establishes the soul on high, third eye or the crown, then the person will be exalted. That's why I said, man, it's all cosmological allegory. They talking about the fire and the spirit sits between the two minds, the stomach and the brain. If you ignite the mind on top, or ignite when they say the sun on top, then you'll be exalted. That's the whole purpose. And that's why we're going up here. But before we go up here, I keep on finding little pieces that's needed to be dealt with here with the solar here. That's moving on here. We're going up here. But now, this is interesting. This is interesting. Why is this interesting? Because this is going to deal with that cherry on the top. This is also in regards to that picture that I posted, that phosphorus. That's the name of it. But the picture that I posted in regards to attachment and detachment. This is interesting. Let me find this joint. And this one is called, this is interesting. The Father establishes a contest in the world. Before anything was, the Father alone existed before the worlds in the heavens appeared, or the world on earth, or principalities or authorities or powers appeared, and they produced others. Nothing came to be without the Father's will. The Father wished to reveal his wealth and his glory, and so he established a great contest in this world. He wanted to make the contestants come up and leave behind what is of the created world, and despise these things with exalted, incomprehensible knowledge, and run to the one who is. We are to be triumphant over the ignorance of those who contend with us, the adversaries who contend against us, through our spirit, for we already have known the inscrutable one from whom we have come. We have nothing in this world, or else the world's authority that came to be might hold us back in the worlds of the heavens, where death is universal, surrounded by an individual. Yo, so like I said, man, we're building up this God body, because exaltation is the next step. So in that concept, like even when you look at the law of gender, this is my concept, like my mentalism. Even when you look at the law of gender, and you got the divine masculine, divine feminine, man, look at it like that. Like I said, the subconscious is the feminine, that seats the soul. You know what I mean? Like the soul sit like right on top of the subconscious, and now that really makes sense why Heru. Why they got Heru sitting on the lap of Heru, you know what I mean? While she nursing the baby, that's the sun, you know what I mean? The solar plexus is the sun. And then he's sitting right on Heru, the subconscious. Dang. And then up top, then you got Osar. Between them two, connects the sun. Hey, Rue. Peace.